Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and here we are again playing some Civ 6 and I'm going to be showing you today something a little bit different. Now, when I have a look at the communications on Discord and YouTube comments and all that sort of thing, a lot of people talk about difficulty and how hard difficulty is in terms of how hard Deity is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just the difference between Prince and Deity. How hard actually is Deity? How easy is Prince in comparison? Now, Prince is the medium standard difficulty for Civ, where the AI receives no bonuses and you receive no bonuses. It is a flat playthrough where the computer plays to the best of its ability, but doesn't have any sort of what I would describe as cheating buffs in order to keep up with players. So I think I'm just going to show you what the difference is. Again, thank you very much to Discord and my brilliant Patreon supporters for this idea and many other ideas. I thought, yeah, this is just a little bit different. Now, I'm playing as India because I don't really know anything about India and I haven't really played too much with them. I know you get faith for meeting people that have got religions. I know that they have extra abilities to spread that religion and get more immunities from religions. I know they've got stepwells, which actually give you more faith and extra bits and pieces, but basically it's like a sort of build tall, spread your religion version. I think the Kemans were just sort of a different take on this. India haven't really excited me, I'll be honest, but on Prince, we should be fine. A lot of people talk about the differences between Prince and Deity difficulty, and there are two different thresholds of difficulty I would describe. The first being the yield bonuses, and the second being the unit bonuses. Now, the unit bonuses are easier to describe. On Prince, the AI starts with exactly the same start you have. One settler and one warrior. That's all they get. On Deity, it's a little bit different. They get 3 settlers. Well, not quite. They start with 1 settler, but as soon as they settle that city, a second settler immediately appears, and then a third one immediately appears after the second city has been founded. So the AI starts with 3 cities, effectively, on Deity difficulty. They also start with 2 builders and 5 warriors, not 1. If you've ever played on Deity and gone, oh my god, they just seem to rush move a ridiculous army before I've even, begun my civilization. That's why. They start with 5 times the troops you have. And don't forget, they also get a +4 combat bonus in all situations. Religious, military, doesn't matter what it is. All situations, they gain +4 combat strength. Prince, none of those bonuses. They play literally on the same level playing field as you. The city bonuses, however, are even more extreme. If I just settle this down, you'll notice that my city has 1 food and 6 production and 5 gold and all that sort of thing. Well, the Prince AI gets exactly the same yields you do. It's exactly the same situation. If the computer settles here, it would have 15 turns until population growth and they'd have to live with that just the same as you would. Deity AI gives, the bonuses are ridiculous. They get 32% additional of the following yields: science, culture, and faith. All of those have 32% extra. So if they had 3 science coming in, actually they've got 4. So again, a third extra of everything. Imagine playing your game where all your yields are boosted by a third. That's not even the best bit. The production bonus and the gold bonus they get is up at 80%. So they wouldn't have 6 production. They would in fact have about 10 to 11 production. I know, it's nuts. Again, Prince, they have exactly the same you do. Deity also starts with a grand total of a whopping 4 boosts in the technology tree. Not 3 techs, as it used to be in Civ 5, but just boosts. And another 4 in the ancient one, in the civics tree. Prince, they don't get all of that. I think to put it in context, Prince, all of the cities are effectively 25% worse than the Deity cities because of that boost, and actually more if you put into account production and gold. But the main difference is that start. If you think about how long it would take us to build a settler, 14 turns, and another 14 turns to get the second settler out from that point, we're not going to be putting down our 3rd city until maybe turn 40. The AI will have that down by turn 5, probably 5 or 6, which means they are about 35 in front of you. It means they can settle inefficiently, they don't have to be bothering about yields. If they had a +1 campus on their city with a library in it, and of course they would have a library in it because they've got 80% production bonus on building the damn thing, that would be better than your +5 campus. It really is a ridiculous bonus. So Prince basically is a level playing field. So Should we see how we get on? By the way, I should point out, this map is in Discord if you want to play on it. It's a really good example of a fun little map. We're playing on standard speed. Prince, this is using these seeds, this is a mirror 4-player map. So one of the maps that is designed to be like a mirror image for 4 people to have a bit of a duel on. It should be really, really good fun. Now, I'm going to just go immediately for an astrology. We're going to go for a bit of a faith game, I believe. That's probably the best thing for me to do. Do I go for a scout? I don't normally bother with scouts. I normally go for warriors instead. I prefer them. I think long term, they're a little bit better. I don't like going for a free yield, free production tile if there's only 1 food at the beginning of the game. I would rather force work some extra food at the beginning just to make sure my city actually grows. Makes a huge difference. I have a relic. Well, that's going to make this playthrough easier. Oh, huge amount of mountains over in this direction. That's quite cool. Oh, look at all this. It's actually quite a cool little map. Ah, curtain. Normally, a harbinger of doom. Absolute harbinger of doom. But you can see here, you know, they're doing okay, but they've only got 3 science and 1 culture. They haven't already shot ahead of us, and that's because they've only got 1 city, and their city is exactly the same as ours. They have literally the same playing field as we do. I've just stolen their tribal hut as well, which is delightful. There's our pantheon. You'll notice they've got no faith because the AI isn't getting a faith bonus. They haven't got a production bonus. They haven't researched astrology really quickly. None of that. So actually, look, I can get religious settlements, which is the 3 settler. Makes a big difference, doesn't it? Makes a big difference. The other big difference is, look, they've got -4, but they don't automatically start with hating you. They will trade delegations. That's one of the big differences between Prince and Deity. On Deity, the computer is programmed to have big diplomatic penalties with you so that you have a little bit more of an aggressive starting game. The AI is much more likely to attack you at the beginning of the game on a Deity game. Plonk down my 2nd city. You can see we're on exactly the same score. On exactly the same score. No bonuses for the computer. Actually, one of them has got 17, so somebody's got a little bit more than us. But that's okay. We don't mind that. Urban planning, discipline. Always the best thing to do if you've already got a pantheon, which I do. We're only a few turns off astrology. I kind of had hoped we would have found ourselves a natural wonder by now, but no, it is not to be. We have met the Vatican, though. Whenever I activate a great person, they spread 400 religious pressure of my founded religion to cities within 10 tiles. That's pretty cool. Craftsmanship, improve 3 tiles. Well, okay, so we need to make sure that we actually boost that one. Let's go for foreign trade instead so I don't forget. Right, there's astrology. I'm just going to dump what I'm doing quickly just to pick up my holy sites because we want to get our holy sites down nice and quickly, especially because we've got a nice +3 district over here, which is a beautiful thing. You will notice nobody's getting any great people because, well, Prince, effectively, the AI doesn't get those initial boosts at the beginning of the game. They haven't got astrology just yet. They haven't got campuses. They haven't, you know, they can't just sort of pick up districts at an unholy speed and be able to do all of this. Oh look, that was an extra envoy I just got with Vatican. That's amazing. We may actually be able to get suzerain with them from the beginning of the game. That would be a ridiculous start. We quite like that. We can actually get a boost from killing these barbs as well. So really, this is quite a nice little start of the game. I mean, again, with Deity, what would have happened is that extra settler would have gone plonk and then probably plonk, and they would have forward settled us. The Deity AI, well, the AI, if they're planning on being a little bit aggressive, they will forward settle you quite deliberately because they know that they can get away with it. Danger from a doorstep of Mysore. More like eyesore. Am I right? Am I right? You can see again, look, only 2 cities. I'm ahead on score. No advantages for the Deity AI, so we're all on the same playing field here. There's pottery. Let's go for writing because we boosted that as well, so we can probably do this. Actually, we get a nice Pingala start going. We can probably make sure we can get the first great scientist as well. Euclid is not my favourite. I prefer to get the 3 library one, but still pretty good. You can see, look, still, nobody's got any profits, nobody's built any wonders. The AI's got to work all of that stuff out, just like we do. Another holy site, so in the time it's taken us to build 2 holy sites, again, nobody is getting any great people points. It's one of the big things about Prince is that you have time in order to just sort of set up a perfect strategy because the computer's researching things at the same rate you are. There is Okay, wonderful. We've actually just got the boost towards early empire, which I didn't realise was a thing. Oh no, that is the one they wanted. Did we get... No, we didn't boost craftsmanship. No, we did boost craftsmanship. We must have got that in the hut. Awesome. Well, Vatican is now ours. Good. So when we generate a great person, that's going to spread their religion or the religion across to us massively, which is quite cool. Hungary, again, normally an absolute harbinger of doom. They've appeared from the left, which is not where I expected them to be. Is the map over to the left? I thought the map was over to the right. I think we're going in totally the wrong direction. Fair play. Well, there you go. Anyway, we've got another city going on here. We've got a lot of barbarian scouts just popping around being really annoying. I'm not entirely sure what their game is here. It's not a very effective game, whatever it is. Again, you see, everyone's accepting delegations. Everyone is nice and happy. Look, it's just nothing but nice things. Okay, Australia believe that we settled near them. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think that's kind of closer to me than it is to them. But, you know, I'll let them be annoyed if that's really what they want to do. Look at the military strength as well. My 2 warriors is enough to put me in 3rd place? Yeah, 3rd place. Hungary has the most with 57, so they've got 2 warriors and I believe a slinger. Or 3 warriors and one of them slightly injured, something like that. But I mean, you can just see the differences in terms of quantum here. It's amazing. Yes, I know. Okay, right, stop attacking me. This is getting annoying. I'm just trying to explain what's happening. I don't need you to kill me every other turn. Let's go for state workforce. Let's see if we can get that rocking. Just going to switch to Agogi as well. Again, always good to have an early game settler rush, settler slinger rush, no matter the difficulty. Doesn't matter the difficulty, because quite frankly, it always helps to have a little bit of a defensive force. Anybody getting any great people points yet? Nope. Turn 45, nobody's getting any great people points. I told you. I mean, to put it in context, I could just walk my warriors in right now because Australia have got no defences up at all. I mean, this is the difference. You know, I'm just trying to find the best way of explaining this, but in the same way that when the Deity AI looks at you at the start of the game and goes, oh, an easy target, they've got no army, it's exactly the same thing. Because at the moment we're looking at the AI and we're going, oh, they've got no army because they didn't start with any. I mean, of course they didn't start with any, nobody did, but still. Oh, I love when that happens. Iron just appears right underneath the only mine I've got in my empire. Lovely. Did I settle on some more iron? It said that there was another source of iron somewhere. Have I put my holy site over the top of it or something? Hang on. No, it was just right underneath that scout. Weird, just couldn't see it. So again, because I've got loads of iron and Australia have no army, I'm just going straight for ironworking. I mean, a couple of swordsmen. Kabonk. Oh look, someone's actually attacking Canberra. I believe the barbarians may be too much of an issue for the AI because, again, Prince difficulty. They don't start with anything. Yeah, Canberra is sieged. Have they actually managed to put out... No, they've only got 2 cities. That is 2 cities total. That is nuts. So you know what? Because it's Prince, we're going to do it. We're just going to use our 3 slingers and 1 warrior, and that is an invasion force, especially because that scout, which is... I can never remember exactly how strong they are. 10 strength represents 10 of their 55 military strength, so they've only got 45 strength otherwise. That's 2 warriors and something. I mean, honestly... Oh no, they've just got an archer, did you see? They've literally just got an archer. Let's declare war. You know what? Sod it. Why not? There is nothing that Australia have right now that makes me at all afraid of them. Oh, they attacked me, but then I could just pillage. So 1, 2, and then we'll get that attack in. Look, Melbourne already being taken down. Claim great person. Oh yeah, look. I think that's the first holy person or first great person in the game. It is. Wonderful. So let's just get Mysore to be my wonderful holy site. I wasn't even going to really bother attacking, but this is just showing you just how easy it is. Hang on. Let's go for... There you go. I Heart Prince. I think we are going to go for a just cheeky religious win really, really quickly. So I think... Let's go for something that gives us a little bit more stuff. We'll go Feed the World to encourage me to build those shrines up, and then I'm going to go immediately down to the one the computer always goes for, Missionary Zeal. Movement costs of terrain features just brought down to pretty much 0. Look at that. How lovely. Oh, and wonderfully as well, our religion is already spread to 2. 2 cities. There's a missionary. Oh, look in India, we get 5 spreads with them as well. How wonderful. It's almost like It's almost like I picked them deliberately, huh? Almost. I love the missionary zeal. It's just like jumping on top of hills, spreading everything. Lovely. Okay, that's all of our cities taken over now. Let's go and take over Australia's whilst we're at it. Oh no, they got a slinger. Oh no, but unfortunately for them, I'm doing a rush. Doesn't matter how many units they kill. I have infinite units in comparison to them. Actually saying that, I think I might actually lose my warrior, which is going to be heavily embarrassing. But never mind. Why do we get Moksha in? You know what? Why not? Let's just put him in. Spread our religion beautifully. Yeah, look, they've got loads of archers now. They think that that somehow is going to help matters for them. Well, unfortunately for them, it's not. Let's just get 2 attacks in, take over Melbourne. City's mine now. What are you going to do about that, Australia? Huh? What are you going to do about that? Oh no, they took over Kokia. God, clever. Very clever. Did they just kill my missionary as well? Oh, they did. How annoying. Oh, do they not realise how annoying that is? It's just like, what's the point? Go into Exodus of the Evangelists, just so I can spread my religion a little bit. Come on, jump. 2 turns, we can make some peace. Because quite frankly, I've kind of taken your border city. That's all I really needed to do. Not really much else for me to worry about here. Just get that going. Lovely horseback riding going on now. Yeah, you know what? Let's just take you out as well, Mr. Warrior. Yes, I will make peace with you, except deal, I want some of your gold. Oh, they're willing to just bend over and give me everything. Not the city though. Alright, great. So, wonderful. We just stole a city from them with slingers. And then we moved on. Kokia is now at peace as well, which is good. Not before we got our religion in. So that's all lovely. We're spreading our religion quite nicely, but I think I'll just send over a couple of missionaries. Like between Moshka and this holy site prayers, you can see I'm now spreading my religion and it's going boom, 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 boom. And actually all of Australia's cities should just follow mine very quickly, actually. Can't really worry about that particularly. Look, because it's Prince as well, still nobody's getting any great points. Oh no, I lie. 2 people have built an encampment. So there we go. There's a few great points out there. 5 turns, 13 turns. You know what? We don't even need to send a missionary to Australia. I think we're just going to keep sending the missionaries into the great unknown and see if we can go find the other AI. There's the Aztecs. God, this would be a horrifying 4-player map if I was just left alone. Have you seen how big it is as well? God, these maps are huge. I really like these maps. If ever you actually need to play online, I'd really recommend these mirror maps. Very good fun. Have a look. Aztecs have only got 2 cities, and 2 cities here for Hungary as well. So I believe, do I have to take over both to have religious authority over them? I think I might do. Or it's 1. I can't remember if it rounds up or down when it comes to working out whether or not you've taken over enough cities. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to spread this one quickly. Look at that. Lovely. I think we've now got them under control. We'll update in a bit. Let's give me a little chance. 2 citizens. That's not too bad. How many chances have we got? We've got 3 charges. So if I can spread, if I can take over the city next charge, that'll be the Aztecs done, because I've got 2 more charges left. Yes, I can. Look at that. Lovely. Right, now, which direction is their other city in? If we have a look at the loyalty, in this direction. All right. Bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Oh god, I love the ability just to move around. Okay, anyone getting... Nope, nobody's getting profit points because again, it's Prince and they probably haven't even unlocked the tech yet. So I'm assuming... no, only one civ still converted. It still technically doesn't count. Technically doesn't count. Why are you not converting? Actually, it should. That'll probably convert next turn, I reckon, Canberra. Sometimes it can be a little bit fiddly like that. Go on, convert. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Give me... I need my dedication bonus. No, still not going there. 8 turns. Oh, come on. Right, I can't be asked for that. Go and do it. Milta. What do they do? City growth rate. Oh, that used to be Palanquin, didn't it? I think, back in the day. Fair play. Right, let's have a look at the loyalty, see if we can spot any other cities in the area. Nope. Okay, no other cities. But if it's anything like our start, they'll be directly above. Oh yeah, look at that. Immediately we find pest. I haven't built a single campus. I've only built 1 monument, and look, my 13 science and 10 culture is enough to match the computers. It is nuts how rubbish the computer is when they're on Prince difficulty. Like, it's just absolutely astounding. Like, nobody's even built Stonehenge yet. That's the thing I can't quite believe. Okay, so that'll be Australia converted now. This missionary, I mean, taking Milta over is fun and all, but I would rather just follow the road and go to Hungary. We've only got the one charge with this one, so that will follow that city, but we just need to do one more city. So yeah, if you ever wondered, the real difference between Prince and Deity, it's the start. We're on turn 75, not a single prophet point, musician point, artist point, writer point. Oh, Hungary has done one scientist point, so turn 75, they've got a campus down. Congratulations. Merchant, no. Engineer, no. Admiral, no. Still got one encampment each to try and get Boudica. I am the tech leader, I believe. Yep, and I haven't built a single campus. I've literally just followed my Eurekas. So I'm the culture leader and the domination. Australia did build some military after we attacked them, bless them. But again, not much they can do. And because nobody's built a religion, because nobody's doing it fast enough, when I send my missionary over here, there's nothing I can do. Nothing they can do. And there we go. Turn 76 victory. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Prince difficulty. So, there you go. I do play on Deity for a reason. I think Civ 6 is one of those games where it can seem incredibly difficult and unfair, because you can have games where, before you know it, Bull Moose Teddy or Australia or Korea in the game has like got 12, 13 techs above you, and you're looking at it and going, oh my god, for God's sake, what? Like, I can't beat that. That's totally unfair. Well, the chances are they are cheating to do that, because they've got 80% production bonus, so they're building the campuses and the libraries in like half the time you would. And then on top of that, they're getting 35% or 32% extra science. They've had civic bonuses, they've had settler bonuses. When you strip all of that away, the Prince AI, or just the Civ 6 AI, it's not very good. And you can see that. That is a Prince game. And I had the military advantage. If I was trying, like, I could build some campuses. I think 3 or 4 campuses in this area would give me the ultimate tech lead. I've got all of this iron. I could be building a couple of swordsmen. Yes, Australia have got a lot of archers, but my swordsmen would absolutely just munch in right now and destroy Canberra. I could now, if I wanted to, go to theology, put crusade on my religion, which would make these things have 46 strength just off the bat. I mean, culture-wise, I'm the only one with tourism, so I have a feeling, because the AI has got so little, yeah, I'm going to be very quickly jumping on a tourism victory if they're not careful, because especially, nobody's picking up writer points, you know? So, yeah. I hope that was interesting. Did I actually show you anything? I hope I showed you something. Sorry if you find that. I'm going to go into proper game next time, so, you know, hold fire. And until then, see you in a bit. Bye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.